choice. Ken Stump, a fellow Vietnam veteran, a Medal of Honor recipient, like me. 3,400 individuals have been given the Medal of Honor since the American Civil War. Presently, we have 80 living Medal of Honor recipients. The medal that we wear, a blue ribbon, is not ours. It belongs to you. It belongs to everyone. We just carry this on your behalf. I stand before you in my uniform that I'm so proud of. I stand before you as an individual that had the pleasure to go to Israel. 7 of us were there in December. As we arrived, days before, 1,500 rockets had fallen indiscriminately into Israel. As was mentioned, not a tactical value, but a terrorist weapon. We were there to learn from each other. We were there to learn about the people, and we came back stronger. And for myself, I would be willing to join the military at any time to go back to Israel. We saw a small country, yet individuals of every color, of every creed, black, white, tall, short, of Jewish descent. They took us under their arms and gave us a warm feeling. The military, no different from ourselves as 19-year-old, 20-year-olds in a combat zone, fighting for a country that they love, like we were fighting for our country in Vietnam, willing to give of themselves without asking anything else of anybody else. We literally were there for 7 days to see what was there. From the Golan Heights, Golan, Haifa, Tel Aviv, Masada, an experience for each of us. Each of us gained an understanding of what had transpired. Israelis that came to this country, Israel, with one hope, to be a state. We learned 1948. We learned that now they are still there with one dream: to live in freedom and to live in peace. Ken and I learned the fact that you could give a speech, but it's not going to mean anything And most of the time I look at this thing and I say, why did I do this? When in reality I could talk from the top of my head and tell you what I really felt in my heart. I was told by an individual that you have to understand, Alfred, that it does not matter to us. It may not be today, it may not be tomorrow, it might be 1,000 years from now, but Israel will be ours. For an individual to tell me that was unbelievable. Why? Later I learned that that individual had been taught as a young child to do exactly that. Not to learn, not to garner a friendship, but to kill a friendship. We learn that PTSD, post-stress traumatic syndrome, was prevalent not in older men, soldiers, warriors, no, but upon children, mothers, fathers, who, through no wish of their own, or under constant fire by rockets, with no intent, as I mentioned before, other than to kill you. We learned the friendship. We learned that in those 7 days we were there, we were going to eat eggplant for 7 days straight. We ended up calling our 7-day operation Operation Eggplant. While in Masada, we went into a jewelry store. One of my comrades said, "Alfred, I didn't know you spoke Hebrew. You're doing a great job. Can you buy me some jewelry?" Little did my friend realize that I was talking to a lady that spoke Spanish. But I did get a good deal. Families. I know not where I am, I know not where I come from, but I know where I have been. I was born in Mexico. Yet, I was to learn that the family of Rascon in Spain was very tragically involved in the Spanish Inquisition. The fact that that family, within those roots, somebody was of Jewish descent. Yet, that family never had the pleasure of being brought into the fold. They never saw the daylight. Speeches can be warm, they can be funny. They can be short and they can be long. But you do learn from them. And that was one of the things that we had learned. That it may not be in writing here, but it is a country of individuals that taught us that they are strong, of good character, and all they seek is peace. We come here to our country and we're able to come back and tell our children, our family, our friends, our neighbors what Israel really is. A conglomerate of individuals that have the right to live. I'm 67 years old. Ken, I think, is in his late 20s. And I